Mahila, let's go over something here, okay? Bod, which represents my name in English ordinal gematria. All of this can be found on gematrinator.com if you want to go there and play around a little bit. I typed in Bod makes a pooch perfect video. Bod tells Mike Buchanan, who is the guy who came over to measure for the carpet, because I told him when I had my broken foot and back, and I was in the master bedroom, that I could hear Jeremy in the closet, like scratching up the carpet, which was already kind of messed up a little bit. And so my mom's going to replace it or whatever. And I told him that I fell off an offshoot of Mount Charleston or whatever. And I could hear him in there, and that I was watching the Michael Jordan documentary. So I usually don't really tell people anything, but apparently my grandpa H has been telling everyone like my story of how I was miraculously healed. So I thought I'd tell my actual version to somebody. It's kind of the first time I've done that. He's been doing that for a while now, and Mike, he was a good guy, and he was like, "Oh, you were recovering and all that," and you know, he's he didn't really say too much, but so broken foot backstory. Steve Fox, who helped legalize marijuana in Colorado, he actually died today. I didn't put that on there, but he died, and nothing against him or anything. I just saw that in the news. And then this guy was on Kelly Clarkson, who reminds me of the Sacred Woman's dad. Actually, I don't know his name. He was on Kelly Clarkson today, actually. Her show that she's got, and he said, "I'm used to being at the bottom of the barrel." And he wouldn't tell proposal story. He said he keeps that to himself, just like Tom Hanks in Saving Private Ryan. But so 7662 Satanic, which is bead, just like Mary beads, or usually when I see that I think of that, but it could just represent the sacred woman or something, but or it could be B, four, which is like Hong Kong or something. But so 2554 times 3, and then 25087 reverse trigonal, which is 2769 prime of reverse trigonal. So that's all the hips of it. Now, Kelly Clarkson also said it looks like Narnia, where he was at filming for his music video or something. It looks like Narnia, she said. So that's the head part of that. And then Pooch Perfect O Bloom uploaded on 13 April 2021. That's part of the head. And then also It's a Part of Your Life was on NPR, they said. And then Orange Many Revs leg on skateboard at BK. That's when I was driving. This guy had on an orange shirt and had like he revved up the skateboard many times. It's just something I noticed, but it actually equaled Keck, which is the Keck bell that represents 12:9, Revelation 12:9. So that's always important to see, but this replays all the time. 2381 Satanic. Before I got Papa John's for me and Mom, who was checking my account balance, she was actually asleep. She said we were going to go over it today because I'm supposed to be writing everything down that I'm spending on or whatever. But I told her, I'm like, look, I go to Staples, I get food, and I get gas, and that's it. Like, that's all I spend on. And she's like, well, let's check and make sure no one's stealing your money or whatever. And she was actually into that today to wanting to check it, but we never got around to doing it because she fell asleep or whatever. And then it would be a long wait on the phone for her to set up the account online, which is what we're trying to do. But because I can check it on my phone, and right now I've got it set at like extra because Biden helped me out a little bit. So now this Willard Gordon Galen Weston, 4197 week and 6 day was his lifespan. That's part of the arms. Paul Flores and Ruben Ricardo Flores arrested for Kristen Smart disappearance. And that's an old case, and I thought it was symbolic of some of the reptilian and gray agreement stuff for the sacred woman, like that showed up today. I'm like, well, if they're going to cut me off, why are they showing this stuff? Like we're headed for the end times. Like what, why would they bring up this case from way back whenever, if they're saying we have more time? So Keck HT, this is on Gatawa's channel. He liked that. So I guess that he had a Han from the Rye and Tyr witness. In the middle is the Eddie gun, Trank gun. It's from JP2 when they're on the boat. James Bond trying to merge me with Jeremy or go for the 147.5 start. That's how they would do the Area 51 with me, is they would merge me with the dog. I'd be like Channing Tatum running around or something. Don't take that the wrong way. Keep a mercy mindset. Not saying anything against anyone. Don't put words in my mouth. It's just an example. So let's see. Paul Flores and Ruben Ricardo Flores arrested for Kristen Smart disappearance. Alexa got cold feet, mom says to JWW about buying new house for Amy to live in too. Flying high, China, they said on NPR. That's part of why I thought, well, we probably are going to have more time, because these guys, like, they're not really seeing it all. Like, I don't know if the Watchmen aren't ready, how's everyone else going to be ready? If the Watchmen aren't ready, how's everyone else going to be ready? If the Watchmen aren't ready, how's everyone else going to... Okay. After the bird, Bus from Mummy Returns and called him a martyr on NPR. 29565 reverse trigonal, 65G times 45. So it's like you need 3 stars for an overflowing scourge, I guess. I guess you need 2 for Hook AM as Bond, and you need 1 just get kicked in or something. But now this is the body, okay? So let's make sure we got all this. Now, I don't know all this for sure, but SL talked to Stanley, 630 revealed. Monte Cristo, Ben V reveal of Rye, Eddie Gunn, Tier equals true witness system. Trigonal pages of book. He got manuscript off Amazon. So that came in today or something. We went over the 630 stuff in a lot of my earlier videos. But I said, like, I don't know for sure. Like, I still don't know for sure. I'm just going off dreams and stuff and symbolism that I see that shows up constantly with the L, the foe, all that stuff. Chase, connect, all that that shows up. But I don't really look into it too much, because I don't want to be like a judge of it all. And it really shook things up the other day whenever that Germany guy got in the race, that Soder got in the race. I was like, wow, look at the kinetics on this. Like, I was like, no, Morpheus is fighting Neo. I was like, you got to come see this. Like, the Sacred Woman is like, she's like digging the information. Like, it's crazy. And I had never seen something like that before. And then, they talk of that in JP3 whenever Alan goes over to Dern's house. They talk of that, how, like, there's a communication that is like the Native American spirit, like coming through, like, getting rid of all the extra system stuff, like, of just the everyday bullshit, like, that we have to do to not, if you don't want to be a loser like me, basically. But so let's see. JWW took day off tomorrow for H visit. He's going over there to talk about some stuff with H. So I don't know. My mom was kind of talking about that today. She was excited that he's going to go over there, because H is just like he's making these decisions that he wouldn't normally make financially and stuff. And, they think that something's wrong with him, the cancer that he had. has changed his whole life. So um, now that's the body. The feet is actually a nucleophaga terracole. C. nucleophaga. Now remember, the 617.1 is the radius of Betelgeuse. So, and my Aunt Donna would call my grandpa George a fag or whatever, and that wasn't good, But that's symbolism of how you read this stuff. That just so you know, like what's what. But it's nothing like bad. It's just and you could FUD GA or something, like I don't know. But so then we have this. This is also an arm. Okay, this breakdown here: 9 Han Monte Cristo, 630 Han SL. Flux means different, like it means different things of what's coming next, which is C. APAC, Cipher, the betrayer of Matrix, and Packet, like C. the workbook of the writings or whatever, and Orion, which is the I-Han. I-9 is dawn symbolism in the bottomless pit, but it's also Ben V symbolism, Gitalis, who's like and don't get tripped up on my video that I made about CNN, because US her represents that something happened with the whole Her Connect after Usher, like that they changed how they do things. The Her Wizards, they changed how they do things, and maybe they're helping out the people that are being persecuted in China and stuff that need help too. And I'm not against that at all. I understand it. What I am against is, like, these people that have jobs and are really happy, and they're like, really happy all the time, and are evil, like against the poor and stuff, and then they cut off. So, but I'm not the judge. I'm not the judge. But Usher would have been the last. He would have been the last before the dark times of the new Her. So, which is like Ben-Hur, which is like they're wizards that help with the M, like they help the packets and stuff, like getting everything sorted to be for the cutoff guys. Like they're kind of that London and Italian connect, like working together to get people cut off. And also, there's hers that are arms, and there's my junior popped him, left him lopsided, like all that. They talk about the apprentices and stuff. So Orion 3-star. The Orion is also it also all equals an Orion 3-star. So which I hadn't looked at it like this before. This is something that I'm looking into just tonight, that I think this is the way it worked out for tonight. It's something new every single day, of something that they're not giving glory to God. So Leo DiCaprio shows off his Hattori Hanzo sword, the night of Biggie Smalls' relation death, trick car operation, and he has to quickly change tasks, get off phone for the boss stupid loading cannon, which is early the next AM, and involves Gwyneth Paltrow and Rooney Mara, naked like Bill Paxton and Twister, the 2 extra days unspecified of LWC 5-day, Leo takes out Kanan's spirits. Okay, so just a little prophecy. That was a pure vision. That was pure. I didn't even have to close my eyes. I just saw all this clearly right before I wrote it, right after I saw this nucleophaga terracole, and just went from there. This is a humanoid creature that stands before God as the 44 of Jeremiah. It's in Jeremiah 50 and 51. So this is these are all the parts of the creature. This whole thing here. I've got my Coke here. So this is the creature that I saw. So let you take a look at all this here. It's the head and the arms over here, and the body over here. Okay, and then the feet right there. All right. Thank you. Have a good night.